Now, PJ, you guys are here squatting at Gold's Gym, Venice, California, which is the mecca of bodybuilding, but it's certainly not the mecca of squatting, because I know no one squats in Venice Gold. Were people looking at you like you guys were crazy?
Yeah, it was pretty funny, actually. We had a little audience of people, you know, I don't want to throw out guys' names, but Bob Chicarella was definitely sitting down watching us. I don't think people get too crazy in there doing legs the way we were.
I should have back there making some comments as well. It was always nice. Actually, good motivation of Charles standing behind you.
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's funny because I remember when I did legs back in the early '90s, and I squatted there. I think I squatted like 5 or 6 plates there, and they were all looking at me like, what are you doing? You know, we don't do squats in California. You know, it was pretty funny. I said, Ben, what are we up to here? We're up to 5 plates on each side, huh?
Yep, it looks like 5 aside.
Now, are you wearing any belt or knee wraps or anything?
No, I always squat completely free. No belt, no knee wrap. Never have. Wow. Just, you know what? Got to build. If you start light and you build your foundation, all those muscles, those small synergistic muscles, are going to grow with the big ones. So, never since day one have I used knee wraps or a belt. So,
you never used a belt in 7 plates?
Nope, no belt, no knee wraps. PJ and I haven't really trained together here. This is our first workout together, I think. So, I mean, we're not really comfortable with the spotting aspect. So, we're not really going, you know, really deep into the set where we're going to force reps and failure and whatnot. We're just, you know, trying to have a really intense workout, push each other through, and teach each other the, you know, the little things that we do to, you know, both benefit. So.
Now, TJ, when you were squatting here, I noticed you've gone up to 4 plates. Was this your max at the time? And what are you doing now, nowadays, as far as weights go?
At the time, I could do, on a good day, I could probably handle, you know, I'd never go more than 5 plates. And, you know, on my best days, I'll handle 5 plates for like 6 to 8, you know, good reps. But when I do that, I actually usually wrap my knees. And if I put on a weight that I don't think I can handle for 6 reps, you know, without good clean form, that's when I'll throw on a belt. 4 or 5, I'm usually good for 10, like no matter what. Like Ben said, we were in the car for like 4 hours, and actually the day before I had flown out there, and you know, I'm flying over from Connecticut. I had a layover in where was I? I was in Salt Lake City for like 3 hours, and then I had to fly from there. So I didn't get late at night, but it's kind of funny actually. On the plane, I was sitting next to a woman who was breastfeeding. And I wasn't sure like what the protocol for, you know, like, you know, what's proper to do in that kind of situation. So I actually rotated my body away from her to give her that respect and, you know, not look at her while she was doing it. And I sat like that for a good hour in the little plane seat, and my back was just totally contorted in a horrible way, and it was really bothering me this whole entire workout. So I was telling Ben, man, I was like really struggling even just with 405. But nowadays, I really, form is the most important thing to me, and I find that with a much wider stance, you can go so much deeper that really the most I'll go is like 5 plates for like maybe 6 reps. I'm good for 4 plates for like 10 to 12, and you know, that's about it for me.
Well, Ben, I'm looking at you do 6 plates here like it's nothing. I mean, with no wraps, no belt. I mean, that's very impressive, because I know I've gotten up to 6 plates for reps. I always wore belts and knee wraps, and you don't ever feel your knees tweak or your back tweak or anything like that on that?
Don't be jinxing me now, Dave. No, nothing yet, man. You know what? You guys doing it for years, doing it for 10 years, every week, front squats, back squats, and nothing, man. I feel at home at the squat. And you know what? Some people look at my squat right now, and look, I'm not going that deep. Man, that's as deep as I go. My calves and my hamstrings are smack touching right there, and I guess that's just the way my body's built. And it's just
because your legs are so thick, it gives the impression that you're not, but it's just your hamstrings hang so low.
Do you ever change your stance around, Ben? Go wider or anything like that?
I squat a lot wider. I found that really recruited my glutes really well. I've just really been trying to really develop my quads in the last few years. I mean, in the next couple of years, if I find my quads to be very dominant, then we'll switch it around. Front squats, I go very narrow, just really to isolate the lower quad and really squeeze out the quad. But yeah, in the last 2 or 3 years, I think it's been pretty consistent shoulder width stance.
Now, are you one of the people that believe that squats build mass on the entire body just from holding that heavy weight?
Absolutely. Just growth hormone secretion, the stimulus your entire nervous system. Nothing's better for your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. I mean, if you can stand under 700 pounds, every one of your erector muscles is firing. And from that, it transfers over to everything in the training. I mean, your back training, you can't do bent over rows of 5 plates, if you can't hold the weight there. And that's going to build your back, and that's going to build your arms. And it's just a matter of time for me until my body just explodes and I'm taking it to the top of the sport.
PJ, you look a little queasy there. Are you going to pull with Billy Guns and hurl your lunch?
No, definitely not, man. I wouldn't do that with a guy with legs like that. I wouldn't let him show me up that bad, you know what I mean? I already had in my head, like, I'm going to get through this workout no matter what. I don't care how bad my back is hurting. I don't care how jet lagged I am. I'm not going to let him show me up that bad. I don't care how big his legs are.
Both of us have some pretty nice Christmas weight going there, it looks like. I think we both just came from the firehouse and from Mom's home cooking. So we're well nourished.
All right, well, let's flash back to now, which is less than a week now out from the North Americans. What are you weighing, Ben, in this video, and what are you weighing now?
In that video, I'm somewhere around 295, 300. Again, a little post-Christmas weight. And now I'm sitting in around 260, I think, just under 260. Body fat, I don't know, Dave, you better judge of that than me, but
it's pretty low.
I'm getting pretty tight, man. I'm feeling really, really good for this show. Best shape of my life. I definitely brought up some weak body parts, can impress some people. My waist, I guess I'm genetically blessed, whereas, as much as my waist looks like it's pretty bulged out right there after the firehouse meal, my waist gets really, really tight, so I guess I'm genetically blessed with that and so forth.
I would have to say both of you are pretty shredded right now. So you're going to be in that super heavyweight class. PJ, you're weighing what in this video? What are you going down? What are you weighing now? And I know you're going to be a heavyweight, so give us the stats.